Hello everyone and welcome back to my video. Today we're doing a 2 versus 6 on Black Forest. Sorry, 2 versus 4. 2 versus 6 would be crazy. 2 versus 4 on Black Forest. The teams are myself at 3000 elo and my teammate is Mad Killer at around 1200, and then the opponent team is Dr. Chunker Brew at 1150, The Pope at 1600, Babu at 1100, and Eaglehurst at 1200. And we're rocking the Celts for me, and my teammate will be playing as the Turks. These aren't necessarily the two best Black Forest civs, but they're not bad at all. They're quite solid. And we're playing a whole show match here with hidden pick, no repeat. So we're not playing with the two best Black Forest civs, but we're playing with solid civs because the two best would be something like Mongols and Bohemians were used on other maps. But we got Celts, Turks, they have Dravidian, Hindustani, Bulgarians, and it's not explored. So we have to restart here. Alright, sorry about that. The last one was not explored, so we had to restart. But civs will be the same. Celts, Turks for us, Hindustani, Spanish, Bulgarians, and Dravidians for them. And we're going to be hopping right into this. So they've got really good civs. Normally this is played on 4v4. It's like, we just had the Rage Forest tournament, which is 4v4 Pro Black Forest. And usually on that, you want to have one guy be the Paladin civ, which is Spanish, one guy be Halb SO, which is Bulgarians, one backline DPS like Dravidians, and then one flex spot, like for example Hindustani, really good flex spot that can be like hand cannon near bombard cannon. It could be heavy camel or imp camel. It has a lot of options. So here we're gonna have to Vil fight early for the choke point most likely. There's only one choke point, and there's no lakes. I was hoping for a lake. I'm not gonna lie, but we don't get a lake here. I have to go wall that pretty fast. I'm not going to go for the high walls, though. I'm going to go for the close walls. And if they push me, I'll welcome it. We should be able to defend either way. My ally's going to wall here. I might have to send my scout to go help my ally as well. Walling with the gold would be ideal here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go send the scout to help my ally. I'll just stay here a little bit, just to make sure my walls are up, and then I'll go to my ally. Because they have, in theory, more scouts than us. Normally it's 2 on each side in a 4v4, but in this case, we don't have the luxury of 2 extra players. So in our team, we cut out the Paladin player, and we cut out the Flex player. We have just the Halb SO player, and I guess like the Bomber Cannon player. Well, I guess Turks would be the Flex player then, usually. So we have Halb SO player and Flex player. We missed out on the backline DPS, although Turks can do that too. And we missed out on a Paladin player, which will hurt us quite a bit. And not having a Paladin player is pretty bad in some cases. I'll ping this area. I'll send my scout there. There we go. So I'm happy there's no Vil fighting. That's actually really good for us. Vil fighting would be horrible. Because we don't have enough players to Vil fight, really, is what it comes down to. He's luring in the 2 boars here. Very well played. Very good job. I'll send my scout over this passage. Basically, the way Black Forest works is you want to lock down the passages on the sides, and you want to enable a boom. If you have the wall very close to your opponent, so for example, if instead of this wall, he made this wall, then you can actually push, because then you can break the walls, and then like start pushing straight into your opponent's base, because he's going to be right there. But if you have a wall here and you break it, you have to push through this entire passage, because in theory they're going to have walls set up as well. So it's not possible to push if you have defensive walls, if that makes sense. So when you watch Pro Black Forest and they're Vil fighting and you have no idea why, it's basically just to determine who gets the forward walls and who's able to push. Like I said, in this version where it's 2 versus 4, we are not interested in pushing early, nor are we interested in the Vil fighting. We just want to survive the early game and then look to push later on, where we're fully boomed and strong. It sucks because they're going to get free booms as well. We can try to kill this Vil, actually. That's probably worth doing that. Yeah, kill the Vil. Had to kite away. I don't want to lose my scouts, so I'm just going to run away. And I'm going to go straight back to my base and lure some deer. Alright, awesome. Very good. Notice I'm doing a second layer of houses here, just in case he pushes from this area. I'm not able to wall, because I did a slightly defensive wall, and that was on purpose because I'm not able to go too far up. Because if I get into a Vil War, it would be horrible. So I kind of conceded the walls, did the very short ones. And if they push, I'll welcome it and I'll try to outplay them. That's like the main idea here. Alright, so I've got 2 extra boards which I'll take advantage of. I'm going to take these 2 sheep. So far, so good. No complaints across the board. Very nice. Alright, perfect. Alright, perfect. Let's go for the boars. I'm gonna go 25 plus 2. Normally 24 plus 2 is like the regular build, but here I have to send a build to the wall early. So I'll do 25 plus 2 to account for that. It's not a big deal, but it's just about optimizing the builder as much as I can. The builder is what sets up your boom, and it's very important to get a good boom setup. Okay, let's focus up here. We're gonna have 2 extra boars, which is gonna be really nice. It's gonna help us get perfect build production in the early castlage, which really just helps make everything silky smooth, basically. A little too much on wood, but I'm getting the boards and it should be fine. Yeah, only 7. That's good. That wood will serve me well. That's fine. Amazing. 2 boards, that should be enough to get me to 800 food. And I'll make the buildings with these guys here because I'm floating some wood. And that should be absolutely perfect. And then I'll also take my time and start luring these guys in. And yeah, we're all good here. So that's probably the player that's gonna go pure boom. They could push on the sides. I think their weakest player right now is purple because purple lost the villager and he had to wall. So that guy is in a bit of a bad spot. But it's not gonna matter because we're not gonna punish them by like pushing or anything like that. We're just gonna boom. I think the guy that can push is maybe my my teammate. He could go for something like Janissaries and Castlage, but honestly, I'd rather him just boom because if he pushes, what's gonna end up happening is he'll do damage to one guy, but then it's not gonna really change anything. Their pocket would just come clean him up, and then he's gonna be on the back foot. It's much better if he just goes for the pure boom and then tries to turtle and hold against 2 players while I push. Something like that is your best chance at winning this. I'm going to have to really push fast here with the Celt. Something like SO Halb. I might even have to do SO on both sides. Alright, we're up. Yeah, very good with all that extra food. Very, very good. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And not having to do a single farm before Horse Collar is quite nice. What units for me? Thinking. I'm not actually thinking. I just need to lure this guy, so I can't type too much. So I think he needs to be on Janissary Bombard Cannon or CA Bombard Cannon. This is like his 2 options. I'm probably leaning towards CA, but I'm not sure if he'll manage that. It takes longer to get to. So that's kind of the debate. Yeah, let's not get him to play CA, because CA would be hard against camels as well. I don't want him dying to the camel swinging over. So let's just get him on Hand Cannoneer or Janissary plus Bombard Cannon. I'm going to do, I go Halb Siege. I'm gonna mix siege. Like it's gonna be SO mainly, but I think heavy scorpion has a place in the game, and I also think siege ram might be really useful. I'm gonna go for a big 4TC boom here, by the way. So if you like booming, you're gonna be in for a treat right about now. You can't do this under normal circumstances, but these are not normal circumstances. We actually have Celts. With 2 extra boars, so this is not normal circumstances. We can go 4TC right away. We will have to skip on the farm upgrade though, but that's completely fine. Like it won't matter. Do I take relics? No, you have them. I'm gonna trade, so I don't need relics. We have a decent spot to trade here to here. It's fine. Not the best trade route, but not the worst. Actually, one thing I don't like about these 2v4s is that they get like 75% of the map just because they have extra players. I wish it was still 50-50. Like they get their half and we get our half. But yeah, it's not really the case. It's felt mostly in Michi when I'm like playing a 1v4 in Michi and I have like no place on the map. That's where it's felt the most. Alright, we have to get our setup down here. Now I'm feeling like it might have been a bit too ambitious to go for 4TC right away, because we're idling a lot, which is not really supposed to happen. Yeah, I thought we had a better setup than what we did. My bad. This boom is going to be really bad compared to what I thought it would be. It's still fine, but it's not as impressive as what I had in mind. Okay. But as soon as we stabilize it, we're going to start flying. So the first few minutes might be a bit painful, full of idle TC, but we'll stabilize pretty fast. Need to take a bit more gold to help us buy some food. Okay. In the past, this used to be a lot easier because food was cheaper to buy. But that's okay. The past is behind us. But I mean, as you can see, still a really good boom here with the Celts. Not a problem. Still keeping most of the TCs running. And I think that should be complete stabilization. So now we're going to start flying. Yeah, I think that's pretty good still. All things considered. And complete stabilization comes when you have 6 farms for every TC. So something like 24 now. In that case, you can keep build production constantly without stopping, which is what you're looking for. This is the whole point of booming. It sounds so simple, and it is. Like, it really is not more complicated than that. You just have to stabilize to where you can make some alt TCs, and then just not idle them. As you can see, my main priority is just making farms and not idling my TC. Getting housed is obviously a part of it, but I was only housed because she went around and she was like, there's like bad pathing on her. Honestly, I blame the villager. Okay. Perfect. Now next up is wheelbarrow. Okay. As soon as we can get wheelbarrow, we'll go for it. Perfect. Yeah, I remember there was a time where I had a lot of the clients who these 1v4 games and 1v3s and, you know, in this case 2v4. And I was just like showing booming tutorial after booming tutorial after booming tutorial. Like there was a span in YouTube where it's like I had like 2 of these videos a week, and a lot of them would want to play Michi and whatnot. So you guys on YouTube would just see me boom left and right. And like if you really paid attention to all of those booming scenarios, your boom would get so much better as well. So after wheelbarrow, I always talk about this, but after wheelbarrow, we get handcart right away. If we can click wheelbarrow and then handcart right away with the same TC, that's when you know you did a good boom. Like that's when you know you're doing well. And obviously you have to do that without idling any of your other TCs. And then after that, the step is to get these upgrades. I'm going to get them in advance because my economy is flying right now. And there you go. So it's a good boom for me because we got the handcart click. One guy on houses. I mean, it's just so clean. It's really not that hard once you get like the rhythm of it. And by the way, me doing this boom, I'm gonna outboom like most people in this lobby, right? The only guy keeping up with me in score is the yellow. And he has Hindustani with the faster uptime. And he's 1600, so he's doing a good job. I should have already got that earlier, but I went for my stupid 4TC boom. A 3TC with getting this would have been way better, and then adding the 4TC like a minute later, or 2 minutes later, would be way better. Instead of having 4TC with a bunch of idle time, you just have 3TC super clean, no idle time, and it's way more efficient. So that's my bad. Now I'll get this later. I can get it now. I mean, it's not a big deal. You end up having so much res on Black Forest boom, so not a big deal. University Monastery, I think I suggested he gets the relics, but I'll take relics. I'm gonna get the monastery anyway, so I might as well take him. But no big deal, we're gonna get right back into it. So that's the main game plan. We're gonna sling stone to my ally, and he's gonna fortify up on that side. We're gonna start trade while going for the big push on our side. So we have to do quite a bit this game. We'll also pick the relics in the meantime. If I'm gonna sling anyway, I might as well take the relics. There we go. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this upgrade as well. I think it's worth it. Alright, just gonna continue walling here. Alright, start setting up the trade. We're gonna do a market here. I can't really go deeper because then it's just gonna bump. So let's just do it here. I guess I can just take that stone as well. And we're gonna start with our Halb Siege. Slavs would be better, but Slavs is already played. So we're gonna go Celts here as like the Halb Siege Civ. Slavs is better just because I have the Hussar option, but if I play my cards right, I wouldn't need the Hussar option here. I'm gonna break open here to see what I can find. I need exactly one castle. I think I'll make it right back here. That's gonna help defend the trade, and also just watch out for any cuts or whatnot that they might go for. We need 2 siege workshops minimum, maybe 3 even. Yeah, 3 might be best in fact. Alright, I'm gonna go direct into Pike. So the reason why we go Halb and not anything else, like for example, you might be asking why not Champion, for example. It seems logical, you know, Champion is a pretty good unit. Maybe Woad Raider as well, why not? And the reason is it's just way too much gold and way too expensive to get those comps. So they are good. And probably better than Halb if you're not facing heavy cavalry. But Halb is just a generic, easy to get you meat shield that shuts down cavalry, which is the main counter to siege. So that's like the main reason why Halb is just like the go-to option in most games. But we can easily transition to something else later. Woad Raider and Champion being like the 2 main options. Probably Woads, but I don't know. Champion got buffed, so you never know. Alright, Onager right away is attacked for sure. Conscription as well right away, because it's all about pushing fast. Perfect. And 4 more houses. Let's get them here. And she's dead. So we can stop her service. But we're gonna go Ram as well, because the Ram will kill really fast. We'll send some vills to push. Right, so red here, Dravidian. Dravidian is pretty good to kill early. I'm not gonna make a TC if I can help it. Sorry, a castle if I can help it. So I can sling the stone over. But I might need 1 more castle actually. You know what? Maybe I need 1 more. Yeah, I need 1 more castle probably. And now we alerted them that we're here. I mean, if they're not like completely AFK, they should know. That's Hindustani. Okay, that's good. We have the standing on my side. Should be able to beat him. I'm gonna get Siege Drum first as the fast push and then SO. Let's start trade. Hope it's the right choice to go for the Siege Ram. I'm not sure, to be honest. If I lose very fast here, I will regret going for Siege Ram over SO. But if I push, I'm gonna be so happy. Sure, Celtica. Last attack upgrade. Oh, this is like... Actually, we're prioritizing all the right things here. The only like thing I could have went for is the SO instead of Ram. That's the only thing I doubt. Everything else is perfect here so far. I'm gonna start slinging. I'm spending my resources so quickly. He's going champion, okay. That's fine. We're gonna need SO to counter that, basically. Gonna cancel this lane for now. Hold on, I need the push. Man, this is so hard. Even if I went SO, it would not really change much. I have to back up. I have to back up, I have to back up. Yeah, I guess C-Drum is a mistake. We're gonna make him Scorpion. Just make some space. It's still not over, by the way. Like, we're still fine. We just have to back up. My ally is holding. We're versus the strong ones here, so it's fine still. Wood prices off the charts. Okay, they're breaking everything. It's kind of epic. Yeah, Halb is not doing anything here, but you still kind of have to go for it. Just gonna think about that one for a while. Like, in this case, Hussar would be the play, but with Slavs. That's why Slavs would be the better option of the two. They're getting trade. I have to sling later. Ooh, this is very good, by the way. This is very good now. Oh, that was so sick. What a hard fight for me. Now we're opening up the position. I still have to do one castle. I need a position with a castle, so my allies have to wait on that stone sling. Amazing. Whew. Did I get the relics? Yeah? Only one. What a noob. Really good job by yellow here. Oh, what is this? Conic? Shit, that's a Senhalb. I have to slink. I don't know what's happening on the other side, but I hope my ally can hold. I don't even know how those guys got in. Hope it was just a fluke. An accident. I'm just gonna send them what I have. My ally has to do the hard job of holding. It's not easy, by the way. I have the harder job, but his job is not easy. I have to push for V2. And apparently I have to also deal with raids, which sucks. Having to do those raids really stalling my push. Man, oh man. Allies dying, which sucks. I have nothing, man. Overwhelmed, yeah. That's unfortunate. It's kind of hard for him to hold like that as well. Keep trying a little bit more. Try to send him some help. Oh, he walled this. You have to delete house. That's my trade, man. That's why my trade's going here. Oh yeah, things are not working out well. That raid literally just completely killed us. And that raid completely killed us. Because they completely stalled my trade and killed all my vills. Which in the context of my push is a bit too much damage. Oh, what a shame. I was building up some momentum here. Maybe I had to sling him earlier. Hard to say. Then again, that's also really hard to do for me. Man, it feels like we were one player shy in both these games. I'm going to call it GG. We have nothing. I'm 80 pop. My push is completely dead and we have no gold. Yeah, he got pushed from both sides. I don't even blame him. It's really hard to hold that. GG. It's just a shame because I wanted like 2 more minutes uncontested, and I think I break through enough to where I'm like hitting their trade and then completely clearing out red. We were really close to doing that. We were right here with a big push and a lot of momentum. But then as soon as I got conic rated, I had to send my halberdier back, my reinforcements. I ran out quickly. I ran out of gold as well. And then I also decided to sling my ally at that point, which might not have been the best call. But either way, it would be way too hard because he had to hold against 2 players. I think what he had to do was mass wall, like 4 or 5 layers, fortify wall, give me more time. Because all I needed to do was just have like 2-3 more minutes to clear out red. And then I can freely send some SO Halb his side. I can freely sling him. In 5 minutes, I would be set with full trade and everything. So I think like he had 1 layer of Stonewall. I was looking for like 5 layer fortify wall. But yeah, it just felt like in these 2 games we're just missing a 3rd player. I think a 3v4 against these guys would be way more fair. Because we just needed 1 extra player to support him on defense or to support me on offense. Like if we had a paladin player here or something like that, I think a lot of what they went for would just not be viable. Like opening champion, for example, that would not be viable. He would have to open Hal, which would make things easier on me. And give me more chances. But, you know, all things considered, 2v4, we didn't do bad. Still a really exciting game and a lot of fun moments. So hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys did. If you want more content from me, check me out on my Twitch channel for the live stream and on Patreon if you guys want to learn how to play like me or get better at the game. You have all my exclusive guides and content. Links to both Patreon and Twitch in the description below. And as always, hope you guys have a really good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.